Tonight, your South Kitsap Wolves host the Bremerton Knights. And now for our starting lineups. First, for Bremerton, at 5'10", junior number 10, Michael Stitt. A 5'10", senior number 14, Marcus Mitchell. A 6'3", junior number 34, Kellen Alley. A 6'2", senior number 42, Sam Flemister. And a 6'1", junior number 44, Joe Bollinger. The Knights are coached by Casey Limburg. And now your South Kitsap Wolves. At a post for a Wolves, a 6'6", freshman number 40, Jake Bettinger. At a guard for the Wolves, a 5'9", junior number 10, Jason Boyd. At a guard, a 5'10", junior number 20, Tremaine Curry. At a wing, a 5'10", senior number 22, Justin Dudley. And at a post, a 6'4", senior number 50, Buck Savage. The Wolves are coached by Darren Bowden and head coach John Callahan. Would you please rise for the presentation of our colors, the Pledge of Allegiance. And the Pledge of Allegiance, please remain standing until the colors have left the floor. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School. Tonight the Wolves of South Kitsap take on Bremerton. I'm Kevin Nod, a senior video production student here at South, and joining me in the booth for the first time tonight is SK senior and ASB Vice President Ryan Sage. Ryan, what kind of game should we be expecting from these two rather inexperienced teams?
Well, Kevin, I expect a very good game tonight. Both teams are 1-0, and they're looking to make impact in the Narrows League. As you may know, the Bremerton teams like to get out and run, and I expect South Kitsap to stay right with them.
And really, with these rather inexperienced teams, you should see maybe not a lot of mistakes, but rather, not exactly like doing exactly what you need to do to run a perfect offense. And we should see, especially South Kitsap starting 9th grader Jake Bettinger. And really, that's a downfall, the levy failure and all that. Was a 9th grader has come up, but he's good enough, he's tall enough, he's playing varsity and starting, and that's really a good impact.
Yeah, Jake is a big force down there. He needs to lift some weights, and he'll be really good. I expect some good things for the future.
And really, that may be the only downfall, is that he's a little skinny, not many muscles, not able to bounce, because you look at these Bremerton players, a lot more muscles than Jake has. They're probably able to push him out of the way.
He's also fairly new to the high school style of basketball, so a little more competitive, a a little more rough than in junior high level.
Talking about more competitive, the fans are into this. I mean, just looking over the SK fans, they were all standing up, and I mean, now they're starting to sit down, but they're into this. They want to see Bremerton go down. They want to see cross Sinclair Inlet rival go down. They, bragging rights are into this.
The Bremerton SK games always draw a lot of fans, and I expect a great crowd on both sides of the ball tonight.
And really, you saw great defense there by Bremerton. They were able to tip it out of bounds, and Justin Dudley throws it into Boyd. And we're seeing these young players really making an impact. Boyd's also a junior. Tremaine Curry's a junior, and they're out there starting and making an impact.
Yes, and Boyd got some minutes last year. Probably not as much as he wanted being a sophomore. But he's starting this year, and he's really an essential part of the team. As you can see, we can see some of the jitters. Guys just going all out, not playing the most intelligent game, but kind of getting those jitters out.
We saw number 10, Michael Stitt there, go up to make a pass and just left the ball. He didn't quite get the grip on it.
Right.
And I know you got a couple things before the game on Michael Stitt. He's a 4.0 GPA, and that's really smart. What else did you get?
Yes, he's a very intelligent young man. He's pretty much the court general out there. He's pretty much the heart of this team. Even though he's a junior, he still leads all the guys out there, and they follow what he tells them to do.
And really, you're seeing both teams coming out with that pressing defense. They're trying to force the turnovers and get out early. A missed opportunity there for Bremerton, blew the fast break there.
Both teams need to convert those types of buckets, those easy buckets, if they want to win this game.
That great look by Buck Savage there. Saw Bettinger down low. And really, that's the senior experience there. I mean, Savage and Dudley are the leaders on this team. And you saw Savage near steal there. They're leaders on this team. They're coming through. You don't have to tell these young guys how to handle this situation, how to hunt.
They're showing these guys.
Huge pack there.
They're showing these young guys how to play by experience and kind of showing them what to do and what the intensity level needs to be.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was getting at, Sage. Intensity level of playing sports for South Kitsap is so high. It's the same with football, basketball. It's so high that they have these juniors and freshmen might not know what level they need to play at in order to be a South Kitsap sport athlete.
That's right. It's a huge commitment. They spend a lot of time practicing, a lot of practices. Some of these kids don't really do that in junior high, and then when they get up here, they're kind of stunned at the beginning, but the ninth graders and sophomores seem to be adapting well.
That was number 44, Joe Bollinger, nailed both free throws. And Bremerton going right back to that press, trying to force the South into stupid turnovers. And easy layups are the subsequent factor of those.
Passing always beats the press. They need a lot of good passes, smart passes, and they should be able to beat it. We saw a block by number 40, Jake Bettinger. That's what size will do for you.
And right now with the score 5-5, both teams are doing a great job of pressing and forcing the turnovers and getting a couple easy baskets. Evenly matched so far, tough defenses, and Buck Savage not the line. Shoot two.
Well, as we were talking about early game jitters, as you can see, Buck misses free throw. He's actually a really good free throw shooter. Just a little bit nervous out there. This game's pretty hyped up. You might be able to hear the Bremerton crowds getting into it.
Yeah, it's always South Kitsap is usually such a good sports team for any sport, and teams when they play South Kitsap want to bring them down, and so really you're seeing the Bremerton Knights get into this thing where they're, trying to get in the South players' head because it's such a pride factor to beat South Kitsap.
Yeah, you see teams come in here and play the best games of their season just to beat South Kitsap.
And I was going to say earlier, Sage, those screw-ups, I've never really gained the respect for announcers like I have from doing this because, you notice they do it flawlessly, and it's hard coming up with all this stuff at the top of your head to say.
It is pretty difficult. It's not the easiest thing in the world, so don't laugh at us. This is a pretty physical game, Kevin. As you see, all the players everybody's jumping for the rebounds, boxing out, diving on the floor, trying to get the ball. I expect a fair amount of fouls this game. It's real fast-paced.
And really, the energy level seemed to have gotten to the Bremerton. They've missed a few open layups that really could be key points. With the score being 5-5, they would have a lead now if they made those layups.
Those pregame jitters again. Just trying to do more than they can do. Not, taking the early shots, not really running the offense. Just trying to score those points.
Great look there by number 22, Justin Dudley, found Savage in the center, wide open. See the fans get into that. A lot of the fans wanted to charge, but you're always going to want that for your team. You're going to want the easy calls. Great look by Buck Savage.
2 points for Tremaine Curry.
Really, not the it's not like a broken record. That's senior leadership. He knows this high school game, was able to keep his mind in the game and find Tremaine Curry there, and did a great job.
As you can see, when the intensity's up high, some of the players tend to overplay on defense, and it creates easy baskets such as that one.
Yeah, really, there is
Easy
a
passes.
fine line between playing great defense, taking risks, and just taking too many risks and blowing the coverage. You go for the loose ball and you run past your defender. He's wide open for a layup suddenly. You need to find that fine line, find the balance in between.
South Kitsap basketball has always had a teacher that says play hard, play smart, and play together. That's really what it's about. You can play hard, but you need to play smart because turnovers will kill you in the end.
Well, that motto for all SK sports: the strength of the wolf is in the pack, and the strength of the pack is in the wolf. Or
it's really a team effort. That's right, Kevin.
Or the other way around, whatever. Really, we've seen quite a number of fouls so far, and Sage, you played against Bremerton quite a few times. Are they always good, and do they always try hard? Are they always a good opponent for the SK Wolves?
They always play South hard. They're always getting out there. They give it 100%, 110%. They're scrappy little guys. They might not always have the biggest guys, but they have quick guys with quick hands and that can dribble the ball, and they really get after you. They like to get out there and run.
Well, I guess I should say Sage used to play basketball for SK. He's not playing this year. I didn't explain that before. I said he's played Bremerton before. He played varsity last year for Coach Callahan, and really, I guess a void left on the team with Sage not there. Strong defender, always hustling.
Thanks, Kevin. As you see, number 12, Tyler Mayfield, took a charge, and that's kind of what you got to do to a running team. They come out there and maybe a little out of control run down the court. You just need to step up and stand your ground, and you'll get the calls from the refs.
Great dribble penetration by Boyd there. Unfortunately, he missed the shot. Rebound by Bremerton, number 22, Noah Gargoule. As I was just informed, Sage is related to Noah Gargoule, so that's a strange little coincidence there.
Yeah, it's fun to come out here and see him play. I used to whoop him in the backyard all the time, so I hope he doesn't think he's too good out there. Just joking.
Unfortunately, plays for Bremerton, though, right?
Unfortunately. He's a big kid. He's a sophomore this year, and looks like he's going to make an impact on this Bremerton team. He's already out there. He's not the biggest kid.
And we see number 44, Jake Whitford, come into the game for SK. And number 12, Zach Otis, comes in for Bremerton.
It looks like Coach Callahan's trying to mix it up, put in two big guys. And we really got three guys who can all play point guard out there as Boyd, Dudley, and Mayfield. And they're pretty quick guys. We're trying to match up with Bremerton's speed. Great play by Dudley. Bounced that off number 44's leg. That's a great heads-up play, Kevin. We need a lot of those in this game.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. And because the intensity of the defense, it really need to have the effort to get around the defense and get the open shots, like Buck just missed there. Oh, what a lucky tip for Buck there. Made up for kind of the missed layup.
Some of those shots are the hardest to make when you're wide open.
What a sweet move by number 10, Michael Stitt. Nice spin around, able to swish the jumper. That was really an athletic move there. Shows he's really the floor general for these Bremerton Knights.
That's a heads-up play by Tyler Mayfield. Got caught in the trap. didn't have anything else to do but bounce off Bremerton's leg just like Dudley did a few minutes ago. And also that Michael Stitt, we knew he's a good player. They had a little article on him in the paper. We knew he'd come out and play strong. And South Kitsap's going to need to be able to stop him if we want to, we need to contain him to win this game.
And looking through my notes, what an interesting season Bremerton had last year. They went out and they lost their first 9. They started the season 0-9, won their next 8, so great comeback to come back 8-9, but then lost their last 3. So a season of peaks and valleys really there, and they missed the playoffs just by a little bit. While on the other hand, South went to the playoffs with a 13-8 record. So, South's coming off a great season, while Bremerton's coming off a kind of disappointing season.
Yeah, South's never really been known for the great basketball. For the last few years, they've struggled, but finally they made it to the playoffs last year, and they're continuing on from where they ended last season. And also Bremerton, they're at ups and downs, but they got a lot of new players now, a lot of guys who want to win and are out there trying to do just that.
Number 50, Ken Justice, comes in for number 42, Sam Flemister. Number 42, Sam Flemister, played only 1 game last year because he had a torn meniscus in his left knee. So, making a nice comeback. He's read in the newspaper, he's an integral part of this offense. Really key player. They missed him last year, and maybe that was the reason for the kind of bad season.
Could be. Looks like trying to give him a little rest, make sure he's doing okay with that knee. Doesn't want to hurt that again.
Great move by Dudley there to ward off the defender and able to still stick it in.
Here comes Bremerton right back.
Horrible push off by number 22. Oh, your cousin Noah Gargule.
Second cousin.
Second cousin, whatever.
He's like a cousin. He's like a cousin.
Second cousin, sorry. And we've been mentioning how the inexperienced Wolves and the inexperienced Knights, and really for the Wolves, they're inexperienced, but they don't have much time to learn because they have to learn on the run, because the Narrows League is a really tough division. Has the defending state champion Foss Falcons. And so, they don't have much time to learn. They have to, learn on the run, become a seamless team, able to do a great job for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and that's 3 quick fouls on. Maybe not. Sorry about that. Scoreboard was lying to me.
Scoreboard was lying to you. Can't always trust machinery.
Well, as you were saying, Kevin, the Narrows League is tough, and these sophomores and Jake being 9th grade, they just kind of throw them into it, and they just got to get used to it, kind of see what the older guys are doing and try to do what they're doing. And
this may sound like a repeat if you watch the earlier game, if you're watching this on the doubleheader, but Narrows League is expanding to 16 games next year. And that's really going to be tough because, bringing all these tough teams out of the Olympic like Bremerton into the Narrows League zone bring a lot of rivalries, because we're going to be playing Bremerton guaranteed every year from now on. So it's going to open up a lot of opportunities for rivalries.
And also with all those games, the season tends to kind of keep going and going, and you see some guys start to get tired. The inexperienced guys who aren't used to so many games, and that could be a factor next year. Great defense by the Wolves.
Dudley hands it to Boyd, and Boyd's offering that, really a lot of experience for that junior position. Floor general, make sure he gets the ball to the open players, and look at him hustle back on defense. You have to get back to stop that man on the fast break.
South Kitsap, nice steal by number 10, Jason Boyd. And the foul on number 10, Michael Stitt.
Great anticipation. Goes back to what we were just saying a second ago, that, maturity beyond his years. It's his first varsity action this year. I mean, he subbed in last year, but this is first starting action this year, and really making an impact really in his first year, like I just said. Repeat myself.
He's really making an impact. And I also expect number 12, Tyler Mayfield, to do some good things tonight. He's a great young player. He sat out last game, hurt his ankle. So I believe that's an injury he got during football season.
And Mayfield is our starting wide receiver on the football team. We're catching those passes from Anthony Fine. Sage was on the football team too. How was that football? You guys came off your 21st state playoff appearance. Was it, disappointing losing to Kamiak like that?
Yeah, any loss is disappointing, Kevin. We really thought we should have beat them, and I went on Saturday and watched the state championship game, and I really thought we had a good team, a team that could hang with any of those teams at the state playoff level.
And not to get away from the team effort, but And we really had one of the best players in the state, Ryan Cole, running that ball. He had a great season, West Down rushing record and all that. And I think he could have, matched up with any of those defenses across for the state championship, especially with Pasco, who won the state championship.
Oh, there's no doubt Cole would have been racking up the yards. We had a great line with Rio and Buddy. We had some big guys.
Excuse the little interruption there. So we have to stand up a little bit. The little ledge up here in the crow's nest, so we have to see the action. We have to stand up. So continue, Sage.
Well, without a doubt, Ryan Cole is the best running back in the state. And he showed his stuff this year, kind of being an unknown. But he's a great guy, and hopefully the levy passes next year. Oh, it will pass next year. He'll be able to do it again, and I'll
Subliminal
enjoy
message.
Coming out and watching him play.
Past the levy. Yeah, because I mean, not to stress too much about the levy failures or all that, but really what this district's threatening now is cutting the sports, and that could be a travesty to the South Kitsap area, because SK football is really an important part of the community. I mean, football games, people who are, with the South 50 years ago still come to the football games. It's such a tradition.
And not just football, Kevin. All sports are a big part of the community, as you can see, or you may not be able to see, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of not just students, South Kitsap, former students and parents of players, cheerleaders, and just people who like to come and watch a good old basketball game. There's lots of Bremerton parents also.
And here we go at the end of the first quarter. Score: Wolves 17, Knights 11. And you're just seeing South, just being a tad bit more efficient in the shooting. Both teams are pressing that defense, and it's just South being a little more efficient, working the ball down low and finding those open shots.
South is converting more of their points, and as you've been able to see, there's a lot of hustle out there. The real key is transition from offense to defense, and South's doing a pretty good job at that.
And especially, to point him out once again, Jason Boyd is getting back on defense. He's that point guard. He's there at the top, and once the Knights get that rebound, he's breaking back to stop the Knights from getting that fast break, and that's just great hustle by these young players.
Kevin, I might have to expect to see that next quarter, the teams will be calming down a little bit. I might expect South to maybe grind the clock a little bit, run their offense, kind of work in, how Bremerton likes to get out and run and maybe kind of throw them off their game.
One thing I noticed now is that there's no shot clock for the boys' game, but there was for the girls' game. Is that just a rule that I didn't know about?
That is actually kind of how it goes, I guess. Never been a shot clock for the boys, but that kind of brings up an interesting point. A lot of people think there should be a shot clock for the boys because they say it would be more fast-paced, but as you can see in this game, they're not even using that whole 30 seconds they need on the shot clock.
Forcing them to shoot quickly and often.
I don't think it could be any more fast-paced than it is.
Good point, Sage. And that's the point, is like if you maybe one of the points to get the shot clock would be that you could end up with scores of 6-4 because teams could just dribble around all the time and then finally shoot the ball without a shot clock, and really that's why it was added into the NBA, because in the NBA you'd end up with scores of 17-15 or bad scores like that and not exciting.
And when there's going to be a major factor when the shot clock comes into play is towards the end of the game when one team's up and they have the ball, and they just like to run kind of a stall offense, and that kind of makes the game a little boring, and it's it's for the good of the team so they could probably win.
Great
get the ball.
Great shot by 6'5" Jake Whitford. That is a big man with an outside touch. I played a little some SKYA basketball, and Sage, you have too, but you played with them on the school team too. He loves to shoot those threes, and he's really good at making them.
As you said, Kevin, he's not only a big man at 6'5", but he can hit the threes, which makes him a great player.
And really, look at that hustle. He was standing outside, waiting for that three-pointer because he's got such a good touch. But once he realized he wasn't getting the ball, he broke right in and was the first person to touch that ball coming off the rim. That's great hustle you're seeing from all these South Kitsap Wolves.
Bremerton with a quick bucket right there. Seemed like it caught South a little off guard. Great pass by Tyler Mayfield and Justin Dudley.
Great pass by Mayfield, and I know we mentioned his impact in this game, and really we missed that the first game, or South Kitsap missed that the first game with him being out with the injury he suffered during practice. He was out the first game, and also noted missing players, Bo Pylon, who worked so hard to get that extra year of eligibility, but won't be able to play till after January 2nd.
That's right, Kevin. Unfortunately, it's good that he got his eligibility. He's a great player. He's a big man. He had a lot of playing time last year. He knows what's expected. He's 6'5". But unfortunately for South, we have to wait about a month to get him into the game.
And really, that, like you said, big guy, 6'5". That's a key big guy down there with a good shot. You know, he's another Jake Whitford with a nice shot from the outside. Maybe not quite as accurate, but.
Yeah, Bo's mostly a post player, but he's still here cheering on his teammates. I mean, he carries a lot of weight like that. He really keeps them going, gets after them.
Good point there, Sage. Really, if you noticed during the opening announcements, he was standing there chest bumping all his teammates.
So that's a great heads-up play by Tyler Mayfield, staying inbounds while keeping his foot in bounds while diving out of bounds and throwing the ball back in. He's a great heads-up player. He'll go nonstop for you the whole game.
And really, that great
Jake
pass.
Wickford wide open.
Jake Bettinger, great pass. Like, and I was just about to mention, he's forced into a lot of playing time because of the fact Bo Pylon is not eligible to January 2nd. They need that big guy in there, and he's forced in the inexperienced 9th grader. Got a steal by Tyler Mayfield. That should be a flagrant foul. There you go.
Flagrant foul. That's uncalled for. Maybe looked like he tripped on accident, but can't really be sure. Looked like
he grabbed his jersey to me.
It looked like he was kind of slowing up, and if you're playing defense and you're trying to get out the ball, you're not going to slow up and just trip him. That's not very good defense.
And really, I'm not seeing much out of Michael Stipp besides that one spin around into the jumper move he made. He's really not doing much, and I read in the newspaper he's such a great player, and we're just not seeing that much the game so far.
Yeah, South has some great defenders. Justin Dudley did a great job last year. He was one of the top defenders, and it seems like he just passed that on to some of the younger guys. They're quick out there, and they're not really giving Michael Stitt much of an opportunity to do anything to him.
And the fans really get into this. I see Daniel Shepard over there telling the Bremerton fans to sit down and be quiet because he wants South to win this game. Fans get really into this game. I know we've mentioned that already, and that's really key to the home court advantage. And coming up, we should be seeing Mayfield. Stitz foul on Mayfield, and you should be able to see how flagrant this really is. I mean, he grabs the jersey and all that. Okay, just got the word in my ear. We need to hold on for a second, so we'll fill the air for a second. Okay, here's coming. It's not gonna work. Okay.
All right, well, we'll see if we can get to that replay to you. Having technical difficulties. As you saw, Mayfield swished those 2 free throws. He's just an outstanding free throw shooter. I remember when I was in 9th grade, he was on my junior high basketball team, and he's an 8th grader, and he was the free throw champ. He was automatic. He hit all his free throws. He beat me, actually.
That was at Marcus, right, Sage?
That was at Marcus Whitman Junior High.
What a coincidence. John Callahan teaches there. He comes up here in the afternoons and spends his time coaching the team, but during the day he's on that junior high teaching PE. And so that's why boys practice kind of starts, a little later. Not too late, 3:30 is about when it starts. Yeah. Because he has to get here from the junior highs.
And also, that kind of works for the 9th graders because since they don't have any sports at junior high, they get to come up here and they don't have to worry about being late because Callahan comes up here and he could probably give a couple of them a ride or, never know.
Talking about that junior high sports cutback, I saw our old baseball coach, Mr. O'Donnell, out there. Doesn't really have much to do now because the baseball program's been cut, so that's pretty much a shame.
And it's pretty sad because a lot of those coaches spend a lot of their time with the kids. They love the sport. And it's actually, I'm not saying they do it for the money because I know they do it without the money. But it's also a little extra income, South's not the richest community.
That's exactly Mr. Callahan and Mr. O'Donnell love their sports they coach. O'Donnell with baseball, Callahan with basketball. They know a lot about it, and they spend so much time with the kids. It's kind of a shame they don't, get to coach at the junior high level, mold the kids.
Yeah, and also I spent a lot of time with Coach Callahan. I played base for him, and I know you did too, Kevin. And he's just a great guy. And
he's Coach O'Donnell, right?
Coach O'Donnell. He still coaches up here, or he still coaches me a little bit on baseball, and I know he'll still be there to help out. But also what I was going to say about Coach Callahan working at junior high is that kind of gives him an advantage. He gets to see some of the younger players, see their talent, and then it gives him a chance to do something with them, and mold them into South Kitsap basketball players.
Yeah, and like you just said, O'Donnell's a great man. I mean, I didn't always play all the time, but O'Donnell was a good man. He always found me to play half the game. I mean, you played the whole game because you're center fielder, starting center fielder, and all that, lead off, whatever. But he found time to put me in the game and all that, and so I really, it's a shame he doesn't get to coach. Now back to the game. Missed shot there by number 34, Kellen Alley. Great rebound by Sal.
Just that it's getting a little rowdy in here, as you can see. Bremerton scores, the team's getting really excited. They're really going after down there in the rebounds. Everybody's boxing out, it's getting kind of scrappy in there. I expect to see some fouls being called pretty soon. A lot of hands are flying around.
And really, yeah, like the referees can be help getting into this game. I mean, the whole left side of this gym practically stood up when Bremerton just made that layup. As number 50, Ken Justice made the layup. As he got fouled, the whole half of the gym stood up yelling. This excitement, the referees can help get into this game. Another huge mental error by Michael Stitt.
That's just not a good foul, Kevin. That hurts your team. Buck Savage is going to be shooting. It's a double bonus. That's 10 fouls on Bremerton already. And from here on out, South's going to be shooting 2.
I do have to say, after watching the women's game this afternoon between Bremerton and SK, this is a much better game. No offense to the Lady Knights of Bremerton, but South did pretty much hand them their butts on a platter.
Yeah, Bremerton played hard, but South just seems a little better coached, a little better conditioned. I know some of the girl players were saying that they had been doing a lot more running this year, which is kind of funny because I know the guys' team always ran, and the girls kind of just played some games and stuff. They worked hard, and they've always been a good team, but it's good to see that they're working on the conditioning part.
Great job as Buck Savage sinks the free throw. Throws, plural.
South Kitsap's really going to need to box out down low, keep number 50 off the rebounds, and put in those points. Those are easy buckets.
And looking at Ken Justice, number 50, he's quite a big fella. He's tall. He has a little girth to him, too. Much thicker around the waist than our centers, Jake Whitford and Buck Savage and Jake Bettinger. So that gives him the position to able to box out down low, like you just mentioned.
They're really going to have to step in front of him and push him out. And as we mentioned about the foul, there's another foul on Bremerton, number 42, Sam Fleming. I know Bremerton's hustling, they're getting at him, but they just need to be smart with their fouls. They're just going to keep handing South some free points. And as I noticed last game, the South struggled a little bit with their free throws. I think that's just first game jitters. As you see Tyler Mayfield hit his. And I expect South to hit a lot of free throws and be at the line a lot tonight. With
that free throw by Mayfield, the score is now 30-23 with 3:44 left in the second quarter. Great basket by number 34, Kellen Alley. Way to get down low and drive the lane and get open and push, get away from the defenders and able to lay it up. A little too hard of a pass by number 34, Kellen Alley, threw right over number 42, Sam Flemister, the guy who missed last season with the torn meniscus. That's the problem with the jitters. You get a little too much into the pass.
He saw his guy wide open down there and put a little extra on it, got a little too excited, and threw it out of bounds. Bremerton continues to press. Looks like a man press now. They're kind of manning up.
Yeah, with a great Boyd did a great job drilling right around the defender. God, that guy's quick with the basketball.
Boyd has some great dribbles. It's hard to D him up man to man, and it's hard to D up pretty much anybody who has good dribbles man to man.
And anyone who knows South Kitsap basketball lore, the Boyd name should be familiar. His sister, what was her name?
Both his sisters, actually, Valerie Boyd and Kristen Boyd, played for South Kitsap, and they're great players.
I forgot the name there for a second. They're great players, now playing college ball. And right. So the name should be familiar to anybody who knows basketball here at South Kitsap.
Good basketball family. And it's kind of interesting, Kevin. Last game, I noticed Coach Callahan put in some of the younger sophomores, Brian Cox and Seth Seitz, I believe. Nate's side. Sorry, Nate. But it doesn't seem like they're getting in too much right now. This is a really intense game, and I don't know if it's just too much for the sophomores to, handle, just being sophomores and all and being inexperienced.
Great look by number 20, Tremaine Curry there. Got Buck Savage down low. Buck Savage lays it in. And really you're seeing South Kids up just playing that much better than Bremerton. They're hitting the shots while Bremerton is not. They're both playing great defense.
I think that comes down to conditioning, Kevin. South's still out there running. Bremerton looks a little bit slower even though they have their burst of speed. But South, I know they do a lot of running.
And really it looks to me that South has more depth down low than Bremerton has. South's able to sub in Whitford down there, and he's able to bang up down low, and really all Bremerton has is Justice, and that's it.
Well, yeah, really, Kevin. I mean, any one of those players on the South's team can go in there and play and, hang at this level. And it seems like Bremerton just kind of has their, select few. And South seems to be playing defense with their feet, and Bremerton's getting a little too happy out there, slapping at the ball and committing fouls. And they're just giving South free points.
Second cousin Garjul gets in the game, and Boya Quinchocho, nice name for you, gets into the game for the first time, coming in for Curry.
Yeah, Boya played JV last year. I played with him a little bit. He's a good young player. I'm glad to see you guys' chance up at varsity. Also, as Tremaine Curry, he played some JV and sophomore team last year, and they're both good players, and they'll be contributing a lot next year with Boyd and Tyler Mayfield.
I mean, while this year SK seems as a strong front court, I mean, great hustle by Boyd there, but really you see South have the strong front court this time with the tall height. Next year they're gonna have the strong back court.
That's right, Kevin. As you can see, Boyd jumped right in the game and stepped in front of the offensive man and stole the ball. Unfortunately, his pass went under Boyd's legs.
Yeah, that great anticipation by Boyd there to step in. Buck Savage just got away with a little foul there, grabbed him by the neck. Great way to get positioned by number 42, Sam Flemister, but great recovery. Oh!
Number 42 got up and stuffed number 40.
Oh, that was a little payback.
Jake Bettinger. Looked like he might have got him a little bit on the hands, but refs thought it was all right.
Jake Bettinger packed Sam Flemister on the other end. Jake gets the ball back, and Sam Flemister packs him. That's just a little payback, a little sweet revenge. Great hustle by Boya Conchocho to poke the hands out of Marcus Mitchell, or poke the ball out of Marcus Mitchell's hands. Oh, there's no way that was a foul. Come on.
You see the hustle out there.
Yeah, great hustle.
Usually in fast-paced games like this, you see the guys getting away with a little push here, a little shove there, and that didn't look like that much of a foul from up here, but the refs saw otherwise.
Yeah, it's all up to the referees.
Number 14, Marcus Mitchell's at the line.
We're fans. We don't have much say in what's called. It's kind of like watching the NBA game, watching Shaquille O'Neal get wimpy fouls. Like, he's tripped. Oh my God, it's a foul.
Yeah, I enjoy watching high school and college basketball. It seems a little more up-paced and a little more physical than some of the NBA games, and that's what I like to watch.
Oh yeah, I think that's because in the NBA you get the superstars who get the calls, like Shaquille O'Neal or Kobe Bryant of the Lakers. In the college and high school game, there's no superstars to get the calls.
Yeah, I was talking to the Bremerton coach earlier, and he said that his guys can jump, and as we see, his guys can jump. They just keep going after the ball, and they're pulling down the rebounds. And the Bremerton crowd's really starting to get into it.
Well, really, end of the quarters is the most important time to score. Make a run and go into halftime. You can come out in the second half and make a nice run to, really make this score less than the 11 points it already is. As with the score 38-27 with 35 seconds left.
Justin Dudley with the ball. I wouldn't be surprised.
Great pass to Bettinger.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Dudley take a three. He just did. He's a great shooter. And really, fouls are kind of killing South right now. They're overplaying a little bit, and towards the end of half is the worst time to foul.
Yeah, I just mentioned a couple seconds ago, end of that quarter, you're gonna make that run, and
that's right.
You're seeing South kind of break down a little bit. Let's Bremerton score a couple points, get back into this game, And you can't make that mistake when you're up on the team. You don't want to let them back in because they'll come back with a new sense of, courage, a new sense of bravery to, get the points.
You really want to try to keep your momentum going your way. Southeast try to do that. It's probably maybe take the last shot right here, run out the clock with 17 seconds left. That seems what they're doing, their little stall offense here. It's kind of what I was talking about with the shot clock. Some people.
Great behind the back dribble by Boyd. Pass out to Mayfield. Mayfield drives the lane. Oh,
gets the
foul. It really.
That was great heads-up play by Mayfield, driving into the lane, looking to score the bucket, and maybe get the foul. I mean, either that guy was going to foul him or Mayfield's going to put it in.
Really a bonehead foul by Justice. 4 seconds left in the half. Just let him score. You don't want to give him the free points. Let him try to wing that ball up into the net on the layup. 4 seconds left. The score's 39-27. We'll see if South can add to this lead.
And Mayfield hits both of his free throws. At the end of the first half, South is up 40-27. That was a fast-paced half nod, and I'm anxious to see if they're going to keep it up next half. And now here's Kevin with a quick look at winter sports action here at South Kitsap.
Hi everybody and welcome to the South Kitsap Sports Report. I'm Kevin Nod and I'm here to tell you a little bit about winter sports.
SK is expected to have another great season under Coach Ron Hudeberg. The Wolves have won the Narrows League title for the last 7 years and have a streak of 76 straight wins in league competition. The Wolves have 13 returning lettermen and 3 wrestlers who competed in state last year.
And now on to basketball. Mike Allen, who teaches music here at SK, is now taking over the head coach duties for the women's basketball team.
With a 20-8 record and a strong showing at state, the girls are coming off a great year. And the Lady Wolves should be a force to reckon with at the top of the Narrows League again this year.
Last year, the men's basketball team made the state playoffs, and this year under Coach John Callahan, the players are primed and ready to do it again.
SK lost 8 seniors to graduation, so there might be some concerns about inexperience. But combine the Wolves' 4 returning seniors and add the 8 underclassmen, and you have 12 men primed to make it back to the playoffs. Last year, the Wolves are 13-8 and made it to the second round of the state playoffs, but this group wants more.
And that's tonight's sports report. Be sure and come out and support winter sports. Now back to the game.
And now we have the South Kitsap dance team for the halftime entertainment.
Everybody listen to
Give it up for your Southeast left hand.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready for the second half. I'm Ryan Sage, along with Kevin Nod, and you're watching a pretty exciting basketball game. Now, Kevin, we saw a lot of presses and a lot of hustle out there. What do you expect for the second half?
Really, pretty much the same exact thing. These teams have a lot of pride, and South's only up by 13, so really they should just come out, and Bremerton's going to want to get back in this game and just press and press and press and press and press, press.
And really, Kevin, the game's a lot closer than, the score
Shows.
shows. That's what I'm looking for. I mean, 13 points isn't really that much during a basketball game. Oh, that's great defense by number 40, Jake Bettinger, to step in front of the Bremerton offensive player and take the charge.
Yeah, and really, like we said earlier, people hustling just to get in front of the ball, get in front of players, trying to get the extra call, trying to get the extra, extra possession that the other team doesn't have and your chance to score. Nice try by Bettinger to get the pass down low. Elusive boy dribbles in. Double dribble.
Double dribble called.
Oh, he's mad at himself because he realized that, yeah, he did double dribble.
Yeah, we really need Boyd to stay in the game and, keep good possession of the ball. He's really, he's the point guard. He's got to be able to, not make mistakes like that.
Marcus Mitchell brings up the ball and is fouled. Really, you're seeing, both teams coming out making a couple mistakes. They're not quite settled down coming out of halftime. Maybe intensity got too much for them in the locker room or something. Bremerton working the ball around, trying to get down low. Nice move by number 34, Kellen Alley. Way to get up and underneath Bettinger's arm like that.
Once again, they're getting the bucket and the foul.
And Kellen Alley goes to the line. Kellen Alley, goes to the line, misses the shot. Bettinger with the rebound. Elusive Boyd dribbles up, passes to Dudley along the wing. They're trying to work the ball into those big guys because I think they realize that they have the height advantage on the Knights, and they really should exploit that.
I'm sure Coach Callahan talked to him, told him, as they had noticed, that Bremerton's a fast team, and really, we should get down there and post up against them. And Buck Savage showing his versatility and hitting a 2-point jump shot.
It looked like his foot was on the line. Great call by the refs to realize that. Oh, what a block by Mayfield. What a great block. Great hustle.
Actually, Jake Bettinger got up and Mayfield pulled it down.
It's like coast to coast. Great job by Bettinger to get the rebound. These two underclassmen hustling majorly to get the ball in the hoop.
It's like Sam Flemister and Jake Bettinger going after each other down there, really getting physical, blocking each other's shots, and making an interesting game.
Little luck there. Oh, Dudley dribbles out of bounds. He made a nice save there to keep that ball in his own possession. But Sam Flemister brings the ball up in the hands of Stitt, who usually is a reliable scorer and point guard, but really he's having an off game tonight. He's not really doing much. A couple, stupid mistakes, dumb passes, dumb fouls, and not, being the leader in point guard people need to be when they're point guards.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to set up some sort of offense that time, kind of slowing it down a little bit. Maybe Bremerton's getting a little tired, I'm not sure, but just passed to his guy and just kind of dribbled in, and now we have a jump ball.
And really, we mentioned the height advantage SK has, and we mentioned the muscle advantage Bremerton has. If you're watching closely, you see Bremerton pushing SK out of the way because they're able to muscle their way in for those rebounds and extra shots and all that important stuff that you get when you get offensive rebounds.
And offensive rebounds are really key in this game, Kevin. This teams that's getting their second shots, pulling up the baskets.
Great, a nice shot by Marcus Mitchell. What the other key threat that the Bremerton has besides Stitt. Great shot there, was able to spot up because he was wide open and just bury the trifecta. Boyd's in a little trouble, finds Mayfield. Nice shot by Mayfield, three-pointer.
That got the crowd into it a little bit. Some of the guys standing up, getting excited.
We should get shots of these fans.
Gets it back. Buck Savage, pull back.
Blown opportunity by SK there. The
couldn't
height
put it
didn't
down.
pay off right there.
Not a real smart shot by Bremerton player.
That was a cousin Garjul. Second cousin Garjul.
I didn't teach him that.
But
it's the second chance points that are keeping Bremerton in this game.
Great drive by Boyd. Great drive by Boyd, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line, shoot two.
Looks like some of these guys are getting over anxious, trying to block the ball instead of just playing good defense.
And really, this shows the poise of a young man, Boyd, coming to the line in a key situation. He needs to drain these 2 points, or 2 free throws for the 2 points. Because really, Bremerton's kind of coming back on SK just a little bit. Momentum's kind of swing back to Bremerton. And he misses the first one.
Man, the rim's been pretty unforgiving for the SK free show through tonight, huh, Kevin?
Yeah, it truly has, Sage. A lot of balls been bouncing up and bouncing out, and not like it was for the SK Lady Wolves earlier this evening, where everything in the kitchen sink was going through the rim today. I mean, if you score 99 points in a high school game, you are not missing much.
See the Buck Savage getting a little over anxious out there, trying to play some good defense. Just got a little behind the defender, or the offensive man bodied him a little bit, and the ref called it.
And really, the refs have been calling a fair game this evening.
Yeah, the officials doing a nice job.
I mean, look at the fouls up there. 3 fouls for SK, 2 for Bremerton. Really an even called match. Nice pack by Bettinger. He's had at least 4 blocks this evening. He's got quite a few. That height really paying off.
And he's really timing his jumps well and not committing the fouls, just getting most of the ball. Just like that.
Another one. Dudley up front. Bettinger. Dudley. Oh, that maybe was one too many passes there. Bettinger had the open layup, tried to get the assist.
As it is with young players, sometimes get a little nervous and, maybe thought Dudley would be a little better in finishing the ball.
A little more of
there.
the highlight reel. He had the 2 blocks right in a row, wants to come back with a nice assist, and pretty much he didn't need to really pass the ball like that.
He's pretty much sure hand when he gives Dudley. He's been, he's played at this level before. He's a great young player.
Now, as Dudley steps into these free throws, let me remind you folks that there will be a 1-hour community budget and levy meeting on Tuesday, December 12th, 2000 at 7 p.m. The meeting will be held in the district office boardroom located at 1962 Hoover Avenue Southeast, Port Orchard, Washington 98366. The purpose of the meeting is to present accurate and concise information regarding the upcoming levy and the proposed 4-year spending budget that is the outcome of that. For more information, please contact the Community Relations Office at 360-895-3959. It's a great opportunity for people in the community to find out what the levy does and how it benefits people at SK. A great move by number 42, Sam Flemister. Ward off the foul and still drain the basket.
And it just seems like that every time a shot gets put up, there's always a foul being called. There's always somebody right in their face.
Just a sign of hustle. And you're the ASB Vice President, Sage. There's an upcoming PEP assembly. What is being planned for that PEP assembly right now?
Well, pretty much, Kevin, we're going to recognize all of the fall teams that made it to state and all the members of the team. And also, we're going to introduce the winter sports. There's going to be a couple skits in there. Should be a good time.
Hopefully the return of Joe, sophomore, right?
Oh, there will be a Joe skit.
Oh, he's not sophomore anymore. I'm sorry.
Well, we want to try to unify.
Positive spirit.
Unify the school.
South Kitsap is stressing positive spirit this year, coming off past events where negative spirit has been used.
That's right, Kevin. We've actually adopted the Just Play Fair motto that most of the narrow, or I'm pretty sure all the Narrows League teams have adopted. We're getting a banner pretty soon to put up in our gym, and we read a little statement for each game, just making sure that it's positive.
What does the statement say, Sage?
Just play fair.
Oh.
Not much to it, kind of straightforward.
Just kind of good sportsmanship.
Just kind of
no
a
dirty
reminder.
fouls.
That's right.
Another block by Bettinger that looked like a great job coming across the defense. Boyd leads it
There's
up.
South.
Great pass to Bettinger. And a great layup by Bettinger. That was really the court vision of Boyd there. Helped him realize that Bettinger was wide open, the hustling big man. You know, you want to reward those guys for hustling back down court.
That's right, Kevin. It seemed like, you know, South Kitts just out-hustled Bremerton on that play, just got out ahead of them, started running. Bremerton was a little cut off guard, didn't really get back to their transition, and there's easy 2 points.
Timeout Bremerton. Guess I'll read another announcement for you guys. Just a reminder that coming up on the 19th of December, which should be about 2 weeks away from right now, it'll be a half day because people will be getting out, you know, give us a little nice half day lead on our Christmas vacation, which 19th seems awfully far away from right now. I mean, I can't wait for these 2 weeks to go by and get out for winter break.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some snow before then, maybe give us a couple days off, you know, us being seniors.
Senior, no doubt. Can't wait to June 10th to walk into that Tacoma Dome and receive my diploma and be out of here, out of public school and on to college.
I'm going to miss this school, but it'll be a good experience for us, and I'll be back, you know, to watch some of the games and hopefully maybe guest announce another one of these. I don't know.
Always remember, class of 2001 rules and class of 2002 drools. I just thought I'd say that. Kind of corny, but I don't care. Great baseline jumper by Boyd there. Really, he's showing a lot of facets to his game. The dribbling, the passing, the steals, the defense, which would be steals, and the jumpers.
And really, we should give credit to number 12, Tyler Mayfield, whose great dribble penetration made that possible. A little body by number 42, Flemister, that a boy. Number Dudley.
And really, that's the death of a sports announcer is names, really. Because I remember playing Bremerton in a football, announcing for you guys, and it was like Nota Bigay, it's like some weird name, Bro Play or something like that, and I could not pronounce it, and I butchered it so badly. It's really the death of a sports announcer is kind of weird last names and weird first names.
I think they should tell us how to say it right next to it. That'd be a little helpful, but...
Little pronunciation key.
See, I would see both teams are kind of getting into that fast-paced, a lot of fast breaks offense. It's kind of working to Bremerton's advantage right now. Oh, Jason Boyd just stepped on the line. They called a backcourt call. Actually, looked like a foul. My mistake. It was foul on Tyler Mayfield.
Yeah, they called a foul on Tyler Mayfield. They said he pushed off, trying to spring Boyd around the corner there for Boyd could bring it back up court. Now as Stitch stands to inbound it. You're really seeing that, the teams are starting to wear down. They're starting to get a little tired. And, they're starting to get a little more points, with the score being 53-41. Really a lot more scoring in the second half so far than there was in the first half.
Yeah, it looks like they calmed down a lot. Didn't do so much of that fast-paced running we saw in the first half. They're taking the sure shot now. Looks like South's slowing it down a bit. Wanting to run their offense, do what they want to do, control the game.
Yeah, they want to run that clock down as much as possible with this 12-point lead. Try to beware of the 5-second penalty and, just keep the ball moving, run the clock down. Really the boring type of basketball, but really the smart type of basketball. And as Boyd dribbles up the top, just once again, just wasting time. Just
running
look
it
at this
down.
little weave they're running here with Curry, Boyd, and Dudley all up here. Just killing time until Bremerton just does something to stop them.
Now looks like they're starting to get into it. No, brought it back out. That really is smart offense.
This really is. It's not the Vince Carter high-flying, exciting basketball. It's the smart, tough style of basketball that brings you wins. Because once you get that lead, you want to keep it.
It's really getting the South crowd into it. They're enjoying watching South stall.
They're enjoying watching Bremerton run around like they don't know what the heck's happening.
Well, it didn't really amount to any points for South. But it ran down the clock, and Bremerton didn't score
They
either.
killed like a minute and a half of that. And
Still are up 12
they
points.
killed a minute and a half of that and kept that score at 53-41. And right now we're going to throw it to a Wolf Tracks promo that a student of ours, Dino Linsau, created.
He's a great guy. Oh, it's on TV.
Wolf Tracks! Wolf Tracks! Wolf Tracks! Wolf Tracks! Wolf Tracks!
And as the fans keep on cheering here, I think we should get a nice shot of the fans here.
Fans really doing a nice
I would
job.
cut the camera one, director, because I think the fans over there are showing a lot of spirit.
Especially Big Jeff Rio.
Big Jeff Rio, a lot of the football players. Oh, come on, director, get a shot of camera one.
Well,
Not us, not us.
We're good looking. Wow. It's a good picture of us,
Okay,
Kevin.
what's this, camera
But
3?
we're not really cheering as much as we're announcing the game. We get a shot across the way.
Yeah, camera 3.
There's a lot of fans here.
Okay, never mind. We tried, guys. We were gonna get you on camera, but it's not capable. As
We still appreciate all you've been doing.
Marcus Mitchell throws it into Stitt. Bremerton needs to try to get some quick points in there. And great look forward by Buck Savage up to Dudley. They're gonna slow it up as they did at the end of the third quarter, try to kill some time.
Jermaine Curry seems to be running a little bit of the offense out there.
It's really a great job by these, underclassmen just to run the offense. Great job.
That's Buck Savage for 2 points. Looked like he had a defender's arm on his and still muscled it in there.
Buck Savage realizes he needs to throw the ball in, so runs down, give it to the ever elusive Boyd. I've said that many times tonight. He's Marcus Mitchell definitely has his hands full with Boyd. What a great move by Boyd! Oh my!
The bucket.
That was an awesome play by Boyd there.
He went right by Mitchell and put it in with a nice soft touch.
So I saw that got the bounce. We were mentioning the bad bounces. That was a great bounce. And he goes to the line to shoot the 2, or shoot 1 because he made the shot. Excuse me. Trying to make this a 3-point play. Bremerton Knights cheerleaders cheering for their Knights to come back. Right now down 57-46 with 6:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. And really, this could be a key moment. South could pull away, or Bremerton Knights could come back. This is a key moment. There could be a real turnaround in the game. Personal foul on the South Kitsap Wolves.
As you're saying, Kevin, the fourth quarter is really important. South's going to try to keep the lead they have now and kind of keep the momentum going their way.
Nice move by Sam Flemister. Got the lucky bank. I don't know if he called it. I don't think we should give him the 2 if he didn't call it. But nice move across the center. Got around Bettinger and drained the shot. Never mind, Bettinger's not even in the game. Somebody else he went around.
I think that was Whitford, number 44.
And they both have the shaved heads. I think that's what confused me.
Both big men.
Both big men.
There goes Bremerton out in front.
Oh, great. Oh, he still got the nice shot. Nice shot by number 34, Kellen Alley. Was able to, to avoid the all-out hustle by Buck Savage and Jake Whitford to come down and block him from making that shot. He was still able to force it up and in.
We have timeout, South.
Timeout, South. Callahan wants to take the South.
If you'd like the opportunity to get an inside look at the schools of the South Kitsap School District, then consider signing up to take the Back to the Future bus tour. Every month, Superintendent Bill Lamont leads a tour through our local schools, and he even throws in a free lunch.
School lunches, yeah.
They're really good. If you'd like more information, please contact the district office at 895-3959. We'd love to have you drop by and see us. And actually, I got to show around some community members at the last bus tour we had at South Kitsap. And it was actually a lot of fun. We didn't get to show them all at school, but it kind of gives them an inside look at what goes on here, because most people really don't know and don't understand how many things go on here and how many clubs we have, and just how big a part the community plays in our school.
And really, everybody here at the South Kitsap community is really open-armed to people coming in to look at their classes. Teachers are willing to let you come in and look, let their students answer a couple of questions if you have some questions that really need answering. So it's a really good experience.
That's right.
Great lob pass by Dudley.
Yeah, most of the students get pretty excited when they get new people come to their classes. It kills time. They don't have to do so much work.
Oh yeah, anything to keep those teachers from lecturing is always a key.
Oh, South seems to be stepping up their defense, really getting after it. Looks like they're playing a zone defense.
That's probably why Callahan called this timeout. He wanted to get those boys straight, keep their mind back on the defense and keeping Bremerton Knights from scoring.
We see another foul called on Buck Savage. And that's 4 on him.
And I know we've mentioned the height of the SK Wolves and the inexperience. There's really only 3 seniors, 4, both pylons not eligible, so 3 seniors eligible. The rest are all underclassmen, but they're very tall. There's 6 players that are 6'3" or taller, and the tallest being the least experienced, Jake Bettinger, the 6'6" freshman.
I'm not sure what his parents fed him when he was growing up, but I'm sure Dino could have used a few of those. Just joking, Dino. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Dino, we're out there.
You're doing
Dino,
a great
our
job.
vertically challenged friend. Actually, he is taller than Melissa Duque, the cheerleading for the wrestling and ASB. What is she? Secretary?
She's the secretary. That's
secretary.
right. Yeah, she's a great girl, even though not being the tallest, but definitely one of the loudest.
Not being the tallest, but definitely one of the most spirited.
That's right.
A lot of spirit in that tiny little body. SK looking to work the ball around.
And you were speaking about spirit, and I talked about Jeff Rio earlier. There's a junior, actually, Josh Meeker, who's a very loud kid, but in a good way. He really gets the fans going. He's a funny kid.
One of those guys that has no shame. Will do anything.
Do anything for South Kitsap and
for a laugh.
For a laugh.
He's our Joe actor in our Joe plays, formerly known as the Joe Sophomore. Great layup by Trey Curry. Nice fast break there. And way to hustle back on defense to cover Stitt. Stitt's been playing almost the whole game. He has to be wearing down a little bit, having been in the whole game.
It shows, actually. It doesn't seem like he's really getting after as much as he did before, kind of standing up tall, not really getting down in a defensive position.
Well, and I don't mean this to sound the wrong way, but maybe that's a good thing, because he was making so many mental errors in the first half that, he's a great player, but he's kind of laying back and he's not quite making those bad passes, the bad fouls.
It's kind of tough. He's just a junior, but he's seen as one of the leaders on the team. He's kind of, is told he's going to carry this team. That's a lot to put on someone's shoulders.
Timeout, Wolves. Just a reminder that Wolf Tracks, our student-produced magazine show, is shown every Thursday evening at 7:30. That would be right here on BCAT, Channel 3 in Port Orchard and Channel 12 in Bremerton. The December edition has some great stories, especially a profile on Ryan Cole, the star running back that set many records this season for the South Kitsap Wolves. There'll also be a profile on SK filmmakers, amateur ones, that make amateur films with little dolls and whatever, and they make films that are, entertaining. And a lot of students want to know, why is our school so overcrowded? Superintendent Bill Lamont, as mentioned in the Future of the Bus, or Back to the Future bus tour fame, answers the question. And that and much, much more on Wolf Tracks, Thursday evenings at 7:30 on BCAT.
Now we're looking in the Bremerton huddle, and what you just saw was the South Kitsap cheerleaders trying to get the crowd into it, keep them into it during the timeout. They're doing a great job over there.
And now the cheerleaders, you see Lukia Maris saying there, what an exceptional young student there is. 3.9999999. What?
But that A minus hurt. Bet that hurt. Yeah, she's very talented. She's very involved. And just an overall good girl.
Never see her without a smile. She's
Never
so
without
perky.
a smile.
Perky.
She has a fair amount of energy, I think it's safe to say. And she's fun to be around.
Great defense.
We're seeing good defense, both teams. Really stepping up.
Way to defend the inbounds pass by Joe Bollinger, number 44. We haven't really mentioned him this evening, but great job to stay in front and knock the ball down.
It's really those guys you don't talk about much that you got to look out for. Most of the time they know when to step it up, and they just do the little things that help out. You know, they may not make the big plays, but the little things create the big plays.
Great drive by Boyd, and he gets the basket. That was awesome. That was awesome, baby. That was a little Dickie V, primetime player, baby. PT Beer. Awesome crossover, right around the Bremerton defense, and laid it up, got the foul. Really, we've seen him do that a couple times tonight, haven't we, Sage?
Yeah, he's doing a great job getting inside their defense, getting holes, just getting those holes and putting it up, and everything seems to be falling for him.
And a little Dick Vitale, that guy has so much energy, kind of like Lucia Maris. A lot of energy. I mean, if you watch him, you seriously want to give that guy like some depressants to get him down from that energy he has. PT Peters, diaper dandies, which Bettinger would be a diaper dandy. For people who don't know what a diaper dandy is, that means a freshman. And so a lot of key terms you can learn by watching a guy who's experienced and technical. I watched him to become, polished on my technique a little bit here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's that also makes him a good announcer. He's not afraid to say what he's gonna say, and you hear what he's gonna say. He's not using that little soft voice. He lets you know.
A little controversial call there. A lot of fans wanted the call to go against South Kitsap, or against Bremerton, excuse me. Or against, against South Kitsap, but it went against Bremerton. And
some of the
Bremerton
fans
didn't
upset
like
about that.
Another I don't know, it's kind of cheap foul there.
Looked like Mitchell's going for the steal. Probably got some of Boyd's arm. Don't want to keep sending Boyd to the line. He can hit his free throws. On second thought, we're not going to shoot.
Yeah, no free throws. Sorry,
no free
folks.
throws, yeah.
I know we guaranteed them, but I know you're disappointed.
Bremerton
Great press by
trapping.
Bremerton, but that South Kitsap passing got right around it.
Dudley drives into the hole. His jump ball is called.
And Dudley's a little mad at that call. Showing a little emotion, not the fans that get into this, the players get into this too, They want those calls, they want those baskets, they want the stats.
Especially a game this close. Oh.
A great shot there, was able to force it in.
That was a great inbounds by South Kitsap.
Really seen South do quite a few great inbounds passes, lobs, and such.
And
that
Jake
really are
with
key.
another block. Burton gets it back. You see Burton passing the ball a lot, really getting it around, and that's what passing does, create shots for you.
Back to those old David Robinson, Mr. Robinson's neighborhood commercials. Not in my house. I mean, get that crap out of here.
There's Boyd taking it to the hole again. Seems like Mitchell's kind of overplaying him. Boyd's just getting around him and taking it to the hole.
Really, Bettinger is really cleaning up down low. Quite a few blocks. Taking advantage of that small Bremerton lineup as Noah Garjul heads into the lineup, replacing number 34, Kellen Alley. And South's really stuck with the same lineup for quite a few minutes here. I guess, Coach Callahan is, happy with the way this team's playing right now.
Yeah, it seems to be doing them pretty good. And I expect South in the next, as the quarter or the game's about to be over, I expect them to start running their stall offense, taking some time off the clock.
And really looking down at these fans, I know we've been talking about the fans this second half. There's really a lot more who show up for this men's basketball team than who show up for the women's. Even though traditionally women's are better. Women's have had
Women's in the past have been better teams.
More people show up for the men's basketball, and it's really, people need to come up and support these women's teams because, they're every bit as good, well, in this case, better than boys are usually.
Great hustle play by Buck Savage.
Oh. A ticky-tack foul called on Justin Dudley. He just stuck up his hands, and they just called it.
It looks like towards the end of the game, Kevin, we're going to start seeing these wussy fouls if you use my terminology.
The wussy foul.
It's going to be, with a close game like this, the refs don't want to be blamed for a bad call or letting something go. They're going to start calling the little fouls.
I think also they want to, because you're seeing these players get a lot more emotional. We saw Dudley, throw, swing at the air, as he was mad, and they want to keep this under control. Don't want tempers to flare. They want, fouls called and all the bumping because they don't want people to get mad and, all the bumping to get, with no calls, just, start yelling at people and, we don't need a brawl break out or anything like that.
Yeah, especially close game like this, the intensity stays up the whole time. The fans are just really getting into it, and it's going to really start getting loud soon. And all the players are, those little mistakes are going to come back. Well, they're going to come back to kill them, is what I meant to say. I mean, both teams are playing rather solid right now.
Great inside look by Bettinger, but Curry misses the shot. Good rebound. Good rebound from the little guy, Tremaine Curry, to box out and get that rebound. Really, I saw him dunk in pregame warmups. That little boy, he's smarter than I am. I can't dunk. He can dunk. What's with that? I'm white. Well, I mean, come on, white boy got no hops. White man can't jump, and that's a bad thing. But great hops by him, able to, short guy like that, what is he, 5'10", able to get up and get that rebound.
That's a great job. Seeing the South's really fighting down low for the boards, and when you're fighting like that, you're going to get those fouls.
Hey, at least we got some camera time this game. I thought it was a nice shot away. You guys got us on camera down there in the production room down there. Here's a nice face.
Hope you got my good side.
Yeah, you got our good side.
That's Buck Savage pulling down the rebound. It's like 3 Bremerton guys all around him.
Nice job by Sam Flemister to knock it off Buck Savage's leg. Buck's trying to argue it. Ref said it was off Buck, and no arguing with the official.
In a situation like that, we really need Buck to just chin the ball, which he was doing, but we need all the South guys to come back to the ball. The guys who are the point guards and can dribble it up really need their help right then. And Justin Dudley comes out of the game. Tyler Mayfield goes in. Oh, Bettinger goes in. My bad. Sorry. Tyler Mayfield's been in. Jake Bettinger comes in for Justin Dudley.
And really, you're seeing Callahan have no problem having the confidence in these underclassmen running his team. He's putting a lot of them in, taking out Dudley, for instance, and putting in a junior to, the Mayfield went in for Dudley, right? Yeah, put in a junior to make this team younger, but he still has the faith in him to run this offense.
It seems to me he's giving Dudley just a little bit of a breather, and I would expect Dudley to go back in anytime now.
Looks like Whitford's is about to check back in for maybe Savage.
Looks like the 5th foul on Buck Savage.
Buck Savage has had a nice game tonight. Nice couple passes,
he did a
inside
great
layup.
Job. No doubt he was a force down low, kept some of the Bremerton guys off the boards. Nice job, Buck.
Nice job by Buck. Nice job by the whole team. And really, in my mind, for if I had to award a player of the game, I think I would have to. It'd be between Bettinger with his 9 blocks, 7 blocks, something like that, some absurd amount, and Boyd with his trapping defense, his pressing the ball up the court, his charging driving the lane, and just making great passes. I think I'd have to lean towards Boyd though as the player of the game in my view.
And really, with a game like this, fast-paced game, little things that the other teammates do make the other guys do, or make the other teammates look good, and they're just able to capitalize off those turnovers. It's really a team effort out there. All the guys are doing great. Both teams.
And like you said earlier, usually Callahan works in players like Aaron Metz, Brian Cox, and Nate Seitz, but they haven't gotten in a single play. I mean, Boyo Conchocho at least got in for a couple minutes, but these players haven't been getting much playing time tonight with this close game.
And being sophomores and a junior, they can't really expect being there too much. But Callahan's going with his veteran guys who, can handle the pressure out there that I'm sure these guys will be able to handle them in a few games, handle the pressure in a few games. But as of right now, he knows his guys out there can take care of business. And with 2 minutes left, South's only up by 9, so it's really anybody's game.
And I just got a request from Boyo Conchocho just to say his name a couple times. Boyo Conchocho.
Boyo Conchocho.
Just down there, Boyo Conchocho.
It's a great family.
Boyo
Great
Conchocho.
people.
There you go.
He's a great basketball player. I played with him for many years. He's quick. And he's also a good little point guard.
Baseball player.
And he's a good baseball player. He does it all.
Good little pitcher, good little shortstop.
He's a vacuum out there at shortstop.
A little Stitt. Stitt goes to throw the ball in. Throws it up for Flemister. Nice. This is the shot. Great rebound by Bettinger. Whipping that ball around.
And as you can expect, all the Bremerton guys were around him, reaching there, trying to get the ball, maybe get a jump ball, but the foul was called.
Garrett Tate reaches in with the foul as Bettinger swung his elbows around. And really, he's so tall, you got to watch out for those elbows. Watch out for those elbows. They might hit you in the eye or something.
Yeah, those bony elbows really hurt when you get hit. That's really a heads-up play by him. You got to rip the ball. And if one of those guys gets elbowed, they're going to know not to reach in there next time.
Went to do a little demonstration with the elbows things and realized I pulled back from the mic, and you guys can't see me anyway, so what's the point, right?
Jake Whitford with the putback. That was just great play.
Like we mentioned, doing that double duty, outside threat and the inside because he's so tall, was able just to tip it in. Nice chant of defense by the SK crowd. Great rebound by Whitford up to Mayfield. Great look by Mayfield. Great layup by Bettinger. And
as you can see, the speed of the game's really picked up, and I would see Bremerton trying to get the ball to Stead or maybe Fleminster. Some of
another
their good
foul on
players.
the SK players. Tremaine Curry seems to be walking away dismayed with that call.
Just looked like a good block out to me, Kevin. I'm not sure about that call.
Unfortunately, we don't got the chance of an automatic replay like they do in the pros because Video Production doesn't quite have the technology just to jam out the replays like that. But
you guys just take my word for it. It was just a good block out.
yeah, we know everything.
But nonetheless, number 42 is at the line.
You see, like the crowd, a lot of the football players, even some not, just standing up because they're sensing that SK is about to come away victorious. Sweeping this doubleheader here tonight, up by 10 or 9 now, probably 8 if he makes this field goal with a minute 13 left. That's a pretty good lead. I mean, he can still come back, but almost this close from sweeping the doubleheader.
It's a close game, Kevin. It's a really fun game to watch. You see, as I said earlier, Dudley's back in the game. Well, that's some good defense by Bremerton. And here they
Great
come.
defense by our second cousin, Garjoul. He was able to stick his hands out and knock that ball out. Great shot by number 14, Marcus Mitchell. Great clutch shot.
And here comes
slow up the
Tyler.
ball. I would slow up the ball if I were SK. Great foul. Oh.
That was really actually a good play by Mayfield to bring it down like that. And by taking the foul, he kind of slowed it down a little bit. Bremerton had a little momentum going for him after hitting that three-pointer.
Bremerton is looking a little mad at the referee calling that foul. Marcus Mitchell, who just hit the key shot, thought that it was against Mayfield, and he was getting up pretty mad and ranting and raving, and really, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like a good call. I don't know.
It looked like I saw a couple bodies collide down there, and you knew a foul had to be called. And really, even though this is a close game, sportsmanship is really the key. And I hope these players keep their mouths shut and just play basketball.
And really a great job by the fans. I mean, SK caught a lot of flack for the Foss incident last year, and really the fans have done a great job of being quote unquote sportsmanlike and just making other teams not want to play here because they'll get in their head, but also keeping the comments good.
Yeah, that's right. We really turned around this year, kept it positive. As you just heard, they're yelling defense a few minutes ago. And now Bremerton is forced to foul with 38 seconds left on the clock.
That was a great defensive play by SK to get that ball back. And now Dudley will go to the line to shoot 2 because of the double bonus. And really, like I said, these fans are up, ready for the victory to go home and say SK swept Bremerton in this Tuesday night varsity doubleheader.
I really think the key right now for South is to not foul. They want to keep the clock going. I'm not sure if Bremerton has any timeouts left to make them use the timeout. Oh, like they just did. Maybe trying to ice Dudley a little bit, see if he'll miss the next free throw.
They need those any chance they can get back into it.
The fans are really getting rowdy over there.
Fans are getting rowdy. All the SK seniors, class 2001.
See if we can get a shot of those.
See if we can get a shot of them. They're getting a little rowdy over there.
All the fans on their feet. There we go. It's the fans getting excited. Most of the
a little
season, they're
emotion.
really showing a lot of spirit. See Big Jeff Rio, Josh Meeker, Greg Pyle. It's just a lot of guys in there getting excited, loving their basketball team, loving the game. It's great to see them out there.
Great job over there, SK fans, showing your pride.
Nice job, guys. Thanks for coming out to the game.
Thanks, Video Production down there. They wanted to go on camera all night. They were begging, and great job putting on. Oh, over the back, they look like I'm Bettinger. Reached over, saw the ball up there, and reached over.
With under a minute left, Kevin, you really don't want to foul right now. You just want to keep the clock running and just finish this game out strong.
Yeah, because any stoppage in play just gives Bremerton more of a chance, a couple extra seconds to come back. And that clock running makes it impossible to come back because time hits 0, the game's over.
South fans making some noise as Sam Flemister shooting the free throw.
A little clutch there with the SK crowd trying to get in your head, and you just drain the free throw. Kind of back at you fans trying to made both of them. Clutch free throws there by number 42, Sam Flemister. Mayfield trying to avoid the pressure. Throws it far ahead of Whitford. Way to track it down, Whitford.
Dudley.
Fake pass, and he is mugged, and they
foul.
do call it. He was mugged. It was almost like he was walking along the streets in New York. He was mugged.
And right now, South Kitsap really needs to make their free throws. They're only up by 4 points, and there's still, quite a bit of time left on the clock. 27 seconds. That's enough to make 2 baskets. Kevin, looking at these fans, you notice that it's not just all South fans. It's good to see there's 9th graders coming up here. I just noticed Eric Peterson, a guy I know, I played full with him, and Richard Fine. And a couple young ladies with them.
There's Ern.
Yeah, Michaela Zern, a
sister.
cheerleader and intricate part of the school. She does a lot.
Yeah, Olivia Bowie's little sister over there too. What's her name? Christina, I think. Christina Bowie.
Yeah, that's right. And it's good to see the young people coming out here, kind of seeing what the basketball games are like. See how it goes next year.
Gargiul forced a foul. With 8 seconds left, and 8 seconds. Sage, this is your first announcing experience. How's it going so far?
It's been really fun. I really enjoyed being up here with you, Kevin. Now, at least when I have something to say when I'm watching a basketball game, somebody actually gets to hear me. And it's been a lot of fun.
Not making the comments just to yourself,
Yeah.
But and I was a little nervous coming tonight because this is really my first night of being kind of the one.
Yeah.
I usually had Colin Beanie or Bowden to fall on, and they would do all the play-by-play. Really, this has been fun. It paid off nicely. I think we did a good job. And
oh yeah. Had a lot of fun up here.
Had a lot of fun. Thanks for the opportunity, Mike Downham, head of the video production room.
Thank you, Mr. Downham. And pretty much all the video production team did a great job. Last 3-pointer by Bremerton, but it does not affect the outcome.
1 second left on the clock. Ref is telling 1 second left on the clock. Timeout, Bremerton, 1 second left on the clock.
Ooh, that was
they need I don't know, 1 second is going to be kind of tough to get that 3-point back off.
I know we don't have the replay, but it seemed like that ball was just barely going through when he called the timeout. I'm not sure if he got it in time, but the ref saw otherwise.
Who knows, but who cares? Really, I mean, we can't do nothing about it. And really great job by the refs calling the game tonight. And
they really did a nice job for such an intense game. Like, not really hostile crowds, but crowds that'll let you know how they feel and about that call.
And the crowd started chanting, no, hey, goodbye, which was kind of premature because Bremerton does have a small chance, albeit chance, to come back. 1 second left, like punch some guy in the face before the ball comes in bounds or something.
They have a few guys that can shoot a 3. And South starts up with a chant, SK Power. Bremerton trying to kind of make a counter chant, but not really all together with that. 1 second left, Kevin. What do you think is going to happen?
I think SK is going to throw it to somebody, and time's going to run out.
I don't think
Bremerton
has enough time to take a shot.
1 second is not enough time to foul somebody and get the ball back and score.
Even if they tried to foul, the time would still run off. I think they're just kind of going for a steal at.
Another timeout by Coach Callahan. Continue.
Maybe Coach Callahan was just, kind of send his guy out there and see how Bremerton was going to line up against him, see what he wants to do.
It's kind of like how timeout. You see often basketball players when the guy goes to throw them down, impede, step across the line and just to get to see what the other players are running about.
Right.
To get their warning for what is that called? I don't remember what it's called. I don't know. It's like
stepping over
the line. Doing something illegal that there's a penalty for, but you get a warning for, so they use the warning. And fans are anxious to start cheering, and 1 second away, they'll have their chance in a little bit.
Yeah, we're still waiting. This is the longest 1 second. I think basketball history, Kevin. We're still waiting for the 1 second.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bremerton came back and called a timeout or something like that, just to make us wait even longer and come up with more stuff to say.
Got a nice shot of the Bremerton team, cheerleaders over there.
Can never go wrong with a shot of the cheerleaders.
We expect probably Dudley to come to the ball, maybe a couple guys to run deep.
Great inbounds pass, that 1 second. Off the clock, there's game.
That's the game.
We would like to thank you for joining us for this South Kitsap High School boys basketball game. Sage, it was a pleasure working with you.
It was great, Nod. I really appreciate that.
And
Thanks for having me up here.
No problem. We also like to thank the students of the video production program here at South Kitsap for television program. They made this possible, the show you're watching right now.
Thanks a lot, guys. You did a nice job, real nice job.
The final score, SK Wolves 76, Bremerton Knights 73. A little bit closer in the girls' game, but close.
And if I could just interrupt you for a minute, South Kitsap fans seem to be singing the SK fight song. As now they've kind of started a little tradition after each one of the basketball games. After we win, they sing it, and it kind of pumps up the spirit. Continue on, Kevin.
Hope you guys have a nice, safe Friday night if you're watching this on the Friday night doubleheader, and enjoy your weekend. Thanks a lot. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.